Hello, my name is Ben Saunier, and this is my learning summary video essay. In Intro to Media Studies with Dr. Strangelove, we covered a wide variety of real-world issues such as wealth inequality, environmental crisis, and women's roles in advertising. And in each one of these issues that we discussed, we would then tie it back to the role that media plays in each one of them. So for the environmental crisis, what I remember from this topic was how media and advertising influence us to buy and consume at an incredible rate, or the highest rate of consumption out of all generations. And this leaves a terrible impact on the environment, billions of plastic bottles in the ocean, rainforests all destroyed, and that's in part because of the media that tells us what to do. For wealth inequality, it didn't always mean money, but sometimes wealth could come in the form of power. And the best example that Dr. Strangelove gave me was the use of media by the Conservative Party to gain votes, and these votes were coming from people that were voting against their own self-interest. And that might sound crazy, but Dr. Strangelove explained how an effective use of media could garner votes for the Conservative Party and ultimately trick people into voting against their own self-interests. The third and final topic that stuck with me throughout this semester was the role of women in advertising and media. And the best example of this was the beer ads. This was something that really stuck with me. Seeing those beer ads and seeing how they use the transfer of desire from the woman to the beer. We saw how media used a woman's body, sexualized it, just to sell more product and make more money off of it. That was the first example, and the other one was the Barbie Girl lecture, and this was really eye-opening to me, because it was a song that I sang as a kid, heard it on the radio, and I always thought it was a fun, upbeat song. And in that lecture, I stopped and I listened to it, and it was really surprising to see how the entire time I was singing a song about controlling women, using them in a strange, submissive way, and how it talked about how only the women who are tall, blonde, beautiful like Barbie have any value. Now, one last thing, I wanted to briefly touch on what I learned about myself. I really enjoyed analyzing media and looking deep into it, looking at the hidden meanings, and becoming aware of what I was really consuming. I also learned about my passion for art. I wasn't a fantastic artist or poet, but I really enjoyed taking time and just being creative, which was something I hadn't done in, it feels like forever. It was a long time. And the best part about this class was becoming aware of my media consumption. Since I've been in this class, I've started tracking my weekly media on my phone and setting limits, and I think it's really improved my mental health. So that was what I learned during this class, and thank you.